Hello and welcome to the WandaVision something. We're just going to review. We're discussing WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision.
That's what we're doing. Don't know what we're calling it.
Don't know what we're calling
Uh,
it, but we're just going to talk about it.
yeah. What do you think of it then? The first two episodes. This is.
I really like them. It's good that they dropped the two, because I don't think the one would have been enough. Because the first episode doesn't do a whole enough. It sets the scene, which is what's meant to do, but it's the second episode that really pushes it forward.
The first episode for me. Now I've spoken to you before about this. It had this before the show came out. My fear was that it was going to be like a nostalgia fueled thing. So the
Yeah,
Americans and stuff would watch it and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember watching that. I remember that." I have none of that, and so the first episode, I can see what they're going for, but
yeah.
it didn't grab me because it pretty much was just a sitcom the whole
Yeah,
episode.
it's not a mindless nostalgic thing either. Do you know what I mean?
No,
It's not, and I think that's why it works, because sitcoms, especially the sitcoms that they're parrot riffing on, are idealistic. They're very idealistic about families. Do you know what I mean? Which is why
yeah,
the Simpsons did this. The Simpsons was all anti all this stuff, because they knew that's not how people lived, and that's why you got the Simpsons. But obviously, where we know where Wanda is in her state of mind, she wants idealistic.
well, it's a very different take
Yeah,
on superheroes. It's kind of like a sitcom with superheroes in it. Very much.
yeah,
I've seen Bewitched. I've watched like part of it probably, and I know that it's the classic kind of magic, and they pull off that look very well. But I just the first episode, it really did just test me, kind of when's it going to pick up and when am I going to be interested?
mm. I do like it that they're not doing the whole Mandalorian thing where it's the first episode. And I thought they would do. No, backtrack. It ended the way that we all thought it was going to end, didn't it? I know we haven't discussed this before on this channel, but it ended the way how we thought it would.
When we were talking about before, this was literally what I said about they're going to pull back and it's going to
Yeah,
be that.
yeah, exactly.
Obviously, it makes no goddamn sense
Oh no,
because how is it on a TV screen
yeah,
and why has it got credits? Doesn't make any sense. But I'll let it
yeah.
just.
I mean, we can let that one slip. But I think, knowing how long this series is, they'll probably explain it.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, but so right, to put it this way, so episode one ends and we get the sword reveal. Someone's watching.
not as much as I thought we would, but enough
No.
to ask. The first two episodes are all about asking questions and nothing else.
Oh yeah, but then the second episode we get the end. So the first one's sword. Second one is
Yeah.
Wanda's in control.
Yes.
Those are the two big things they want you to know, and it tells you at the end.
Yeah. Because that, even at first, it is like, here's a good thing about the first episode does. It just starts. It
Oh
doesn't.
yeah,
It doesn't. I think that's, you're just thrown straight into it, and it's also acted like it's like not even like the first episode of this sitcom. It's like the second or third.
yeah. It's
What's
a good
brilliant about
start.
the end, and the opening of the titles, they've just got married, right? And they've come home. They
Yeah,
Even in the show they say we're not married. Like, we haven't got a wedding ring or an anniversary or anything like that. So how?
it's a strange idea.
There's deliberate inconsistencies.
Yeah, they're not taking it as this kind of it's all set up, it's all known, it's everything.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously the big theory that I am going with at the moment is that Mephisto's involved, the devil and all that stuff.
Oh, she's clearly made
And
a deal with the devil.
yeah, but
It's
the
clearly the case.
so episode one, it that pushed me towards it already, and then episode 2 solidified it pretty much.
with the devil
But episode
coming.
1, yeah, the devil, like all the devil kind of
The devil's in the
referencing
detail.
in it,
It's not the only place he is.
yeah, all that stuff. But then episode 1, the way that Mr. Hart like demands the answers, it's like he's
Yeah,
trying to get. It's like he's trying to get
information out of her.
this information, but like it's trying to get the cracks to kind of show.
Well, I think we can assume Agnes is an antagonist of some sort. Not,
Yeah,
I would say, a villain, but definitely someone we shouldn't trust. More of like she's definitely an observer of, because of Wanda. Like she's there when Wanda needs her,
yeah,
and like when what like I will say this. This show, like, it is actually creepy and quite sinister. It's got these
yeah.
sinister tones. I really like it. That it has like the choking scene.
Well, the like choking scene, it's like
Oh, it's so
he.
uncomfortable.
It's
I
weird because of how long they just sit there.
Yeah, and we know like how the camera setup changes. And I even think the camera itself changes, but still keeping that black and white 4:3.
Yeah,
That it's like the camera setup changes, and then she's like in her like sort of black 50s fate talking, and she snaps out of it if you notice, and she just ends up talking about
I can't remember what it is. It's been a
yeah,
while though. But, right. So in this episode, in the first episode, Mrs. Hart is the one who breaks out of like the kind of illusion a little bit, and then in the second episode, it's Dottie who kind of snaps out of it.
yeah,
Um, when also I find it funny. So I watched like just to see if there's anything I hadn't noticed. I watched like an Easter egg video, right? And one of them was like, it sounds like Jimmy Woo on the thing. I was like,
yeah. It
probably
is.
because it is.
Yeah,
Like we know
that's
it
not
is.
an Easter egg thing. I hate it when people like use that thing like, oh, it's an Easter. No, it's blatant, like that picture I sent you of
Yeah,
Owen Wilson in Loki with what looks like the devil behind him.
that is an Easter egg kind of in the trailer
Yeah,
and a hint maybe, but
and
in the episode it could be nothing. That's the thing.
oh, I think
And
in the episode it nothing, but I think it's solidifying the
something.
existence. Yeah,
Yeah, but the whole like in the trailers. So after like last night, I watched three latest trailers they released,
yeah,
and just to see anything in the earlier ones, the Jimmy Woo over the radio lines were like clear,
yeah,
so they'd obviously recorded them, and they were just putting them on there.
yeah, and put a filter. Yeah,
So we know it's him. So why is it that people have to have this thing of like, oh, it sounds like him? It's like
clicks and views and inflating video length.
it is. It's so
It really is. I hate that side of Easter egg hunting YouTube. Like, I like actually, I don't hate. I like it, but it's just like, come on, you're
it's
reaching
like
here for the
yeah,
obvious.
but like the one Easter egg that's kind of a big one is in episode 2. There's the Grim Reaper's helmet in the opening credits.
Oh, and she's wearing Grim Reaper brooches in both episodes.
Yeah, so it's like that's a interesting thing.
Mm.
Is that going to come into anything? Because it's a very strange one for them to have just sat there like an obscure villain that we haven't had in the MCU.
Yeah, but the
Why
TV
would they
series is
have it?
perfect for it.
Yeah, it's perfect to have an introduction. But
Yeah,
do you know? I don't know if you watched it, but they did a like behind the scenes video they
yeah.
released, and they had Wonder Man in the back.
Is this the one behind Jack Schaefer?
I think it might be,
Yeah,
but it was like Wonder Man is in the back on a big artboard, and it's like, okay, so we've got Grim Reaper, who is Wonder Man's brother, and they're all connected to Vision and Wonder and all that stuff.
yeah,
So where is this coming from?
yeah. And to bring it back, even then, like Paul Bettany, and I have no doubt there's going to be actors who we do not know about that are in this.
Well, I just find it funny that Simon Williams, Wonder Man, was almost in Guardians 2.
Yeah, but wasn't that like as a joke?
Is an Easter egg. Nathan Fillion is thingy. Like, could we see Nathan Fillion as Wonder Man? Because I'd
If we
happily
assume
see that.
Catherine Han is Grim Reaper,
Then she has a brother
but then we don't know
who
who
is
Ralph is. Who I'm waiting to see Ralph now.
see. I think right. I think they're going to get in the classic Disney Ralph actor, right? So he was from Wreck It Ralph, and John
What,
C.
John C.
Riley.
Reilly?
Yeah, he's already been in the MCU, so they've already got his number.
I
Just have
do.
him play.
And Catherine Han was with John C. Reilly in Step Brothers, I think.
Yeah.
But I think with the case of I think they're gonna do the Ares twist from Wonder Woman in this.
Oh God, yeah.
It's sort of. I don't think the gates of hell are gonna open.
I no. So I think what it's going to be is there
Someone
is going to
needs.
be something cracking, but it's not going to be like and hell just opened.
No, I think Wanda isn't. Look, Wanda is in control. They confirmed that at the end of episode 2. She
See,
says
right.
no.
So I've the theory I've been going that I've said to you about how Mephisto makes a deal to
Yeah,
give her the power to do this for any reason whatsoever,
yeah.
and with Mephisto, the whole thing he tries to do is break deals. So like, uh, he'll bring back your like boyfriend, and then he'll kill them the next day. Just they'll get hit by a bus, and
Oh, he's the
that's
monkey's
the
paw.
deal
He's the monkey.
basically.
Yeah.
So you get the good thing, but then it gets taken away.
I do
But
think
obviously the
Vision's going to
deal's
die
still
in
there.
this. I do think Vision's going to die in this, in some capacity, to make her, because
Yeah.
they're setting up to make her a temporary villain.
But the thing is, right, in both this episode, in both these episodes, somebody at some point is trying to get her to break,
Yes.
and it's very clear.
Yeah. The
So
hearts. Is there anything? Is there a bit of an Easter egg with hearts?
no, so there's nothing that I could find. I literally scoured through what I could remember, and then also through like wikis and stuff to see
It
if I could
makes
find
sense
any character at
for what.
all.
Yeah. For what little knowledge I know about it was the comics, but I know the news. Like, wasn't Mephisto rumored for Spider-Man 3? And who's in
That
Spider-Man
was
3?
see right. So that's the funny thing because One More Day, the big one that like ruined Spider-Man for a lot of people back in
Mm.
2006, 7, whatever. Um, so basically, Civil War, he reveals his identity. Nothing bad happens really. And then Aunt May gets shot, so he's like, "Crap, best save her." He goes and he goes to everyone like Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, and they just say like, "We can't help you." So he's like, "Well, I'll do anything for this." Mephisto turns up, and they make a deal.
And knowing
It's
how,
it's a
yeah, and knowing how they do the scariness in WandaVision, they're not gonna have some big effect for Mephisto. He'll just appear.
Mephisto needs to be just like a guy in a suit, like a bit like
Useful,
I don't know if you've seen Lucifer, the show, but just
but
like that,
that,
just a guy in a
yeah,
suit. That's it. Because
yeah,
now, right, I would happily have him be red, as he is in the comics and
in
stuff.
his own world.
Yeah, if he can look right, his skin color can be red, like Vision's red.
Yeah,
Doesn't really change anything. If they want him to be red, go ahead, but just make him look normal. You know.
yeah. And if they do, because Mephisto does sound like obviously he's the devil, a big villain, they're gonna have to get an actor for him. And it's a him, and they're not gender bending Mephisto.
See,
They're not, because
yeah, they
Catherine
they
Han
they're
says
not going
him.
to mount. The thing is, right? They could gender bend him in a way that's like he's just so powerful he can be any gender or anything.
Had
They
Catherine
could do that.
Han's character not said, "Oh, it's not the only place he is,"
Yeah,
had she
that's
not said that, "Oh, it's not the only place they are," I would have believed, "Oh, it's you then."
that was a thing You know, like she's weird. You know, it's a strange one. Like looking on IMDb, you see the cast and how many episodes they're down for.
Yeah,
Like officially, that is. Obviously, people aren't
yeah,
officially down for every episode because cameos and stuff don't count.
yeah. And
So,
remember, Kat Dennings and Randall Park were meant to be in the first episode according to IMDb.
well, they're in 5 episodes each, supposedly.
And if we know that they're going all the way through 2010s with Modern Family, that means
Yeah.
that's 6 episodes? No, 7 episodes? All in sitcom world?
Yes. So I think what's going to count. So I think Jimmy Woo's voice in episode 2 doesn't count. I
No.
don't think that counts because he's not on the cast on the credits.
Mm.
So if you don't know about films, right, which you do, but someone watching might not, in a movie or TV show, a lot of the time you only get a credit if you speak or have some actual like role in it.
Yeah, that's how like
So
extras don't get paid as much. If you
yeah,
speak
so
as an
Jimmy
extra,
Woo, he speaks, but he's not seen and he barely says anything. He says like what, a line.
yeah,
So he probably did that on one of the other days he was working. So he's not credited
yeah,
for it.
they've just thrown it back past on. He's not a credited
Um,
role in that episode. Yeah,
some of
correct.
the some of the guys on the like from the town who are in the magic show audience, I think everyone who's there has spoken.
Yeah, I think everybody.
So in those 2 episodes, those people are going to be down as cast. So
Yeah,
like, I think Mrs. Hart is only down for 2. So the first and second, that's it supposedly. But we could see some of these characters show up, but not say anything, and that's it. And then so we might say, oh, they're only in it for like 3 episodes, but they could be in every episode, just in the
yeah,
background.
yeah,
Which I think they're going to play around with that. To be
yeah.
honest, like
Well, I have no doubt we're going to get some cameos in this, like Aaron Taylor. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson will show up.
yeah,
James Spader, he could too.
I think he could be a voice.
Yeah, because they're going through the whole origin thing
Oh, if
in,
they're
in
doing,
in in the ads.
think about it, right?
They've done
If they
Stark,
were
they've
to
done
do,
Strucker. They
yeah,
can't
but
do it.
what if they were to do a
It'll be
like
Lagos. It'll be Lagos. I can't say it. Next one. I bet it'll be
Lagos,
yeah, because that's the
whatever?
one where
Yeah,
she bombed the
yeah.
building.
I think no, but I think what it could be for James Spader would be like a Siri style thing.
Yes.
So like Alexa, you know, and it's like so it's literally called Ultron, and it's just this like helping around the house. Because I
Yeah,
think that's
your
the
Ultron
perfect
bot.
way.
Yeah, your Ultron.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be that. That's probably the next ad actually. Ad actually like your Ultron Hoover or something.
but it'll be his voice, and it'll be like it'll take a comedic kind of
Yeah,
spin on it. Like
and he can do that really well.
yeah,
I think. But who is because okay, if we assume now that Mephisto, the devil, is in it, they're going to be hiding in plain sight. We don't know if they'll be, and they are watching, so they could be part of Sword.
yeah. Also,
But
I've
then
just
we
thought
get
about something. I've just thought about something from the ads. We've had Strucker and
Stark.
Stark. I think we're going to get something with a name like Hawkeye on it. Just or something to do with
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
we'll get Hawkeye, Ultron, and Lagos.
I don't really know what else we'd get.
Because that's as much because Infinity War doesn't really establish much. Deep fried
Yeah,
Mars
because
bar.
that would be funny actually.
Uh,
Unless it was
yeah,
like a trip to Edinburgh.
yeah, that's the only one they could do, and they're not going to do that.
No, that's not funny. It's not. There's no actual like
Actually, no, no,
depth
no.
to it.
The Raft.
I suppose they could.
That's the only one they could do, and that's it. Because he can't really do anything from Infinity War and Endgame because they're barely in it. But I will say it's good though because Wanda and Vision have been supporting characters for pretty much all their time, and you're like, oh, could they be their own? Could they handle their own thing? And yes, they can.
Well, the fact that people are like, is this a one season thing? I think honestly, at the moment, yes. But if it
Yeah,
does well, then they'll find a way.
they'll find a way. I think
I could see. I could
this
see.
could not
Right.
have been a film. This could not have been a film.
Oh God, no. But I could see. So West Coast Avengers, which is like heavily Wanda and Vision and
Yeah,
Hawkeye and all that stuff. That kind of thing. That could easily be a next season, like series. Hawkeye gets one series. West Coast Avengers. She-Hulk gets one series. West Coast Avengers. Just chuck everyone into it.
they're probably
You know.
because of the situation at the moment. They're probably more inclined to make TV series at the moment.
Yeah. But I mean, a TV series based on these characters.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I'm still sort of willing. Like, I think it's also episode 2 confirmed that everybody in that world is real.
And they're not. Some people
She's
have had
playing
theories
she's playing
about.
advanced VR. She's playing advanced
Yeah.
VR. That's what she's
So,
doing.
some people have had theories about it being like a graveyard or some just, she's made these people.
No,
That doesn't seem feasible.
because Emma
It seems like
Caulfield starts
she's.
bleeding.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But
She starts bleeding, so she can't not be real.
it's
And they're
not
all
that.
the same
It's.
people. And they're all the same people. They all look the same. If we assume Wanda's
Uh,
real, we have to assume the others
yeah.
are real. And
I think
that's
they're
the
all
other thing.
real.
That means we have to assume Vision's real too.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the whole thing. She has the power to bring people into reality.
Yeah, because I think the magic show sort of proved how powerful she's sort of becoming. Because
Well,
before
she
now,
teleports somebody.
she teleports somebody. She's creating things from thin air.
Yeah. She's transforming entire like
Because all she
objects.
did was telekinesis. That was her thing. That's all she did before. Now she's doing all of this stuff, and you're not really thinking about it. I
It's
just
a weird. What is it? It's called. He has a gun.
Yeah, and I like how they do the whole he plays. Paul Bettany's a treasure.
Paul Bettany is
He does the
definitely
Matt Smith
he's
stuff.
definitely the standout of this series in the
Oh,
first
he's
two
going to be.
episodes.
But
Like
he's doing the
Wanda
Matt.
has been very just Wanda.
Yeah, and like when he starts singing,
Yeah,
like, and here's the thing, like, because here's the thing, Paul Bettany has been very one. I think that's the problem is he's been really one note. I know that was the
he's
point.
been he's been Vision.
He's been very stoic, but now
Yeah,
he's really like really funny, and him doing the whole like Matt Smith Doctor thing with
we
this
need to
magic
make
show.
sure. Yeah, we need to make sure though that he doesn't just become Vision again, like classic Vision, just
No, he
robot man.
can't. I think if you're going to bring him back, you have to bring him, give a reason to bring him back. So if you bring
I
back Tony Stark now, you can't make him the same one.
No, but I feel like what this is going to be is like he's being he's becoming like more human.
Yes, and
He,
also it plays into my. But that's the thing: is it Vision or is it my theory?
I don't. I don't.
That'd
I
be
feel
so
like
messed
that's.
up. That'd be so messed up. Like I can bring Vision back, but it'll just be me looking like Vision. That's really like.
I don't know, man. That's that theory. Your your theory of having Mephisto as Vision. Like I like the idea of having Paul Bettany playing like double duty, like Benedict Cumberbatch did in Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
But I just see, it's a bit like
Bit of a stretch.
weird. Yeah,
It is a bit of a stretch. It was just literally because I thought they all have to be real. They've proved that all these people are real.
yeah.
That's what I was. So we have
Right.
to assume Vision is.
I've just remembered, right, my other theory of Monica. So
Mm.
Monica Rambeau, her kind of power in the comic is weird. Um, she has like the powers of like the electromagnetic spectrum,
Yeah.
kind of. So like it's a strange one. She can become like different light things and stuff like
So
that.
it should be an X-ray or gamma rays.
Yeah, so she's like super powerful. So
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen with her is when she gets thrown out of the bubble,
Yeah.
it's going to like it's going to affect her.
Yeah, and she's
Like
already an agent of S.W.O.R.D. at this point when we find her in the dome.
she crashed in
But
the helicopter
helicopter, yeah, and that's why they go
because
under. The bee man goes under.
yeah, that
Very
makes the most
important.
sense.
Yeah,
I don't really know what else to say about this because I don't just keep talking
yeah. I
about
mean,
the same stuff over and over.
I really liked it. I think
I
it's,
really liked it.
if it continues this slow trajectory of upwards of slow burning, like we think it's gonna do, and it's got no reason not to do.
Yeah,
I think this could end very, very well for this series. I think this could be the best thing they've done.
it
If-
could be, but it needs to have its own story that
mm,
has a kind of ending.
yes, I
Even
think
if
it
it's
will.
only a half ending
I
and
think
it
it will
leads
be.
into Doctor Strange.
It depends if he's in it or not. I think if he says, "Come with
Yeah.
me, Wanda. We've got some stuff to do." Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, I don't know. And like, I feel like Vision could be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, whatever. Here's it. I think. Okay, we'll probably go to half an hour, but like, I think at the end of this season they'll announce the full cast of Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness because Marvel's gotten to the point now they don't even have to look again. Look at Spider-Man 3. We know
Yeah.
they're in it. It's been reported on very substantially that they're in it, but they've not said a thing. I think they're gonna.
See,
We can assume Wanda's the villain in Multiverse of Madness, but it's got to be someone else. It's not Mordo.
so right, we assume it's her.
Yes.
However, it could obviously be a twist where at the end of the series she doesn't snap, and instead she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm pissed off. I'm going to go kill this guy. Do you want to
Yeah.
help me, Doctor Strange?" It could be that,
I
which
think he's in
is
it. I think he's in this.
yeah.
I
I think
think
right.
he.
Honestly, I feel like her being the villain and her being like the lead of kind of why we're doing this. It it's I think it's quite equal right now because she's not
Yeah.
really snapped.
No, we'll obviously see it like as time goes on. It's like how much she's understanding and whatnot. But I think if it is, I think there's gonna be an actor in this who's playing Mephisto. I think there's going to be.
Yeah.
Catherine Han isn't the main villain.
Yep.
Aaron Taylor, all that, but I do think, and the villain, the actor, because we know it's going to be a guy,
I,
is going to be a big name that will surprise us because Paul Bettany
see.
said there's an actor in this he's always wanted to work with.
Yeah. See. Do you want us? I just thought of a funny thing. Right. Did you watch Agents of Shield ever or not?
No.
So in the fourth season, I think it was, they had Ghost Rider
Yeah.
and they had Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, which is the newer one, who has
Yeah.
a car and stuff. But they had the origin scene. So there was a car crash, he's injured, and then Johnny Blaze, we assume, or Danny Ketch, the other Ghost Rider, come up and basically give him part, either the full Spirit of Vengeance or part of it. And it's like, what if we got Ghost Rider, like, in this in some form? Just a massive out there kind of, like we don't expect this to happen, and then suddenly it's just like, oh yeah, that goes Ghost Rider, not Mephisto, really, but hinting at it,
Maybe, but I just don't know. No.
or at least leading to it.
Yeah,
Because
I could probably see that, but I mean more. I think it's very clear she's made a deal with the devil. I think that's clearly the underlying thing that she's done.
yeah,
So it has
I,
to be the devil himself.
I think this will do it for this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, this we don't want this to go over the length of the actual
No,
episodes itself.
exactly. Yeah, so I mean,
So,
we'll probably is the thing, every episode will probably be like us discussing what is going to happen as we
oh
see
yeah,
it happen. But
built on what's happened so far. Like,
yeah, but
but
either
yeah,
way, I really dug these episodes, and I'm looking forward to where it goes. So yeah,
same here. Go subscribe. Go watch Today in Film, and see you next week.